Police arrested a man for burglary after finding him hiding inside Reading City Hall. Firefighters were on scene for hours following a destructive house fire in Tehama County this morning. And we have the latest on the search for a missing man who prompted a silver alert in our area.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
New at noon, Reading police arrested a man for burglary and vandalism for breaking into Reading City Hall. Police say John Roddenborn was taken into custody after officers found him locked in a bathroom at City Hall on Cypress Avenue. The break-in was reported just after 11:30 last night. Investigators say Roddenborn used a rock to shatter a window near the city council chambers to gain access. They are still working to determine his motive for the break-in. Also new at noon, Tehama County firefighters battled a house fire this morning west of Red Bluff. Started a little before 7 at a home on Happy Trails Drive near Live Oak Road. Fire officials say the home was fully engulfed in flames when they arrived, but everyone made it out safely. The cause is being investigated. This is a live look from the Bloomer camera that overlooks Lake Oroville. You can't see Lake Oroville right now because of the sea of fog, but there is sunshine up above all of it. Meteorologist Ray Stajic has a look at what you can expect for the day ahead.
Thanks, Linda. Unseasonably cool weather yesterday as we take it back 44 degrees. The average high is 57, and now the numbers are going to stay a little bit more above average, but the visibility could continue to be a problem here. As we head through midday in this afternoon, we're starting to see the visibilities come up just a bit, especially as you would expect a little bit further toward the north, Weaverville at 5 miles. Reading, we were at a quarter mile at last check, but again, with each passing hour, we should see improvements. Seeing some of this high cloud come in, but we do have in some of the valley locations, some of the fog locked on in, but again, we should see improvements as you're heading out the door this afternoon. You can see here the clouds are going to start to break just a bit in the 40s, and then as we head through the overnight hours, the fog will be back for tomorrow morning with temperatures overnight in the low 40s.
The search continues for a man reported missing out of Yuba County. The CHP issued a silver alert for 68-year-old Joseph Shauna. He stands 5'11" and weighs 187 pounds with brown hair and green eyes. Shauna last seen Saturday afternoon around 4:30 in Challenge. He was wearing blue pants, a black sweater, and a black ball cap. He is believed to be driving a car that looks like this. If you see him, call 911. A Shasta County man will be sentenced to 24 years in prison after pleading no contest to 18 charges, including kidnapping. Alfonso Moreno also pleaded no contest to 2 counts of residential burglary and 6 counts of assault. The charges involve 6 victims and multiple cases. Moreno will officially be sentenced when he returns to court December 18th. In this week's Unsolved Mystery, we profile a Reading man who disappeared 5 years ago. The Shasta County Sheriff's Office says Edward Kozar left Mercy Medical Center July 16th of 2020. A doctor reported seeing him seated in an outside chair near the hospital, stopped to speak with him. Kozar refused to return inside. He was provided a bottle of water, and after that interaction, there has been no contact with him. Kozar is 75, 6 feet tall. He weighs 150 pounds with gray hair and blue eyes and has a tattoo of a flower on his upper right arm. He also goes by the name Edward Andrew Farmer. If you have any information, call the Shasta County Sheriff's Office. In news of the world today, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is meeting with European leaders today after a weekend of talks with U.S. negotiators on a plan to end the war with Russia. Now Lee Brand has the latest from the White House.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky huddled with leaders of France, Germany, and the UK in London.
We stand with Ukraine, and if there's to be a ceasefire, it needs to be a just and lasting ceasefire.
As negotiations continue over a U.S.-backed peace proposal to end the ongoing war with Russia.
There are some things which we can't manage without Americans, things which we can't manage without Europe.
President Zelensky says the talks with European leaders this week are focusing on security, air defense, and long-term funding for Ukraine. Over the weekend, Russian forces continued to attack. Ukraine says a barrage of drone and missile strikes killed at least 4 people on Sunday. Another hit a residential building, trapping people inside.
Territory has been a key sticking point in the ongoing negotiations. President Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and son-in-law met with Ukrainian negotiators over the weekend following their meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin last week.
I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed that President Zelensky hasn't yet read the proposal. That was as of a few hours ago.
Speaking to reporters at the Kennedy Center Honor Sunday, President Trump indicated he doesn't think Zelensky is ready to sign off on a revised peace proposal.
Russia is, I believe, fine with it, but I'm not sure that Zelensky is fine with it. His people love it.
President Zelensky told Bloomberg News that there's disagreement over the eastern Donbas region. He also says any deal must include security guarantees that protect Ukraine from future Russian attacks. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
A Kremlin spokesperson said Russia needs to gain an understanding of the latest negotiations and said the work should be done privately, not in public. Closed-circuit television footage shows parked cars violently shaking outside homes in the Aomori Prefecture as a powerful 7.6 magnitude earthquake shook northeastern Japan. The quake prompted tsunami warnings, and about 90,000 residents were ordered to evacuate. Several people were injured. The prime minister said nuclear power plants in the region are conducting safety checks, but that so far, no problems have been detected. Happening today, a chance to learn more and weigh in on the biomass energy project proposed for Oroville. The Oroville Community Development Coalition is holding a community conversation after the City Council approved a new power plant for South Fifth Street to be run by biomass renewable energy. It's expected to generate clean, renewable power locally and reduce energy costs. Today's meeting will focus on impacts, including air quality. It's happening at Stream Charter School on Orodam Boulevard at 5:30 p.m. You're asked to enter through the gym parking lot off of 7th Avenue. In Chico today, a 3-day open house kicks off for the Downtown Revitalization Project. These are maps of how it could transform downtown to make it easier for people to walk and bike. These drawings show how it reduce Main and Broadway from 3 to 2 lanes for cars and add more rooms for bike lanes. There are plans for other streets in the downtown area as well, and today you can see the designs that have been refined based on previous public feedback. The open house is at 166 East 2nd Street near Main Street from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. today through Wednesday. Traditional art for Christmas includes making gingerbread houses. A guest joins us next with details on a new community contest and how you can vote for your favorite.